I'll do that live for you here so you can see exactly how difficult it is, and the answer to that is not difficult at all. The directions here say that the connectors on top go on top, and this is the bottom. I'm not going to put the clear plastic in just for convenience sake. Pull the top off here, pull this out. So in the bottom of the outside grill, we've got this raised circle. And not uncoincidentally enough, we've got this nice circle in here. It drops right in place. That's all there is to it. The directions say to use a little bit of clear epoxy to hold the board in, which is certainly sensible enough. This pretty much locks into place. I expect, I don't know why it's doing that, but it lines up perfectly with each of the outer holes, which is definitely a nice little touch. Let's turn this back on again. Nice. Looks like it's sitting a little low, but I expect that with a little bit of epoxy it would be a little higher directly in the middle of the window pieces. That is certainly not a problem of any sort. I'm definitely trying to be gentle here. Now the directions state for the upper rotating dome, what you need to do is install all of the plastic that goes in here first, and then the core goes in. It also looks like, let me turn this off a quick second. It also looks like we need to unplug this and set it in place before the plastic goes on. This looks a little too big to go in here from underneath, and that is confirmed. So once you have all the plastic in here, this will definitely sit flat all by itself. Right now it kind of wants to bounce around. And the way I will deal with that is by hopefully angling the wires a little better here. Just like that. And I think I can probably tape them down on the inside for a little better situation. That should hold them flat just for a second. Now you can see here there's definitely plenty of cable going on. Let's pull the lid off and deal with this separately. Definitely make sure that all the colors from one plug are matched up with all the colors of the other one. And we'll turn this back on. I'm going to run this plug out through the landing well here, just so I can seal the hull up, and we'll take a look. The battery and the plug would go inside the model, but this is just for convenience and demonstration's sake. So let's put this together here. Pretty good. And we'll turn the lights off. Pretty nice. So when setting up the fusion core inside, definitely have to put some baffles in there to keep the light from going around, because that will flash everywhere. The top is pretty much sealed off. There's not really any kind of light leak coming from there to worry about. It's definitely a nice effect in person, and if the focus will hold, hopefully. Let's try and get this edge on here. Definitely pretty sweet. Let me try and hit the power for a different speed. There's full speed right there. Let me turn one of the lights back on. This way the camera will hopefully be able to hold focus a little better when it comes into focus. There we go. This is both buttons pressed. Definitely a really nice effect. Here's button 2. And let's get button number 1. I can't quite tell if there's much of a difference between 1 and 2. It's really difficult to see what's going on the way they flash. It kind of plays with your eyeballs after a few seconds. This looks like there's 3 lights on at any given time, down on the bottom. Yeah, definitely a difference. 3 lights on the bottom for button number 1. This has 2 lights for button number 2. And of course the top changes as well. As I mentioned, this is the first edition of the lighting module. The second edition is getting a 4th speed with a slow power up and fade down as well. The wires will be tighter, and that's pretty much it for the improvements on the second. So these are definitely 2 nice pieces of work here from TSDS. He does a few other Jupiter 2 and other lighting model stuff. So definitely check out TSDS Incorporated, TSDSinc.com for a lot more of his stuff. So I want to thank Henry for supplying these for review. As I mentioned, the Fusion Core, if you're going to buy this model, you really need one of them that's out there, and this is definitely a nice one to have. So I think that about wraps it up for this review. Thanks for watching as always. Check out TSDSinc.com for a lot more Jupiter 2 stuff. Thanks for watching. See ya.